Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here and welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager 2020 save here with FC Twente, and it's time for the start of Season 3. I'm very excited, boys. We're going to jump straight into this one. I know you've waited a little bit longer than normal for FC Twente, and I do apologise for that, but pre-season took me quite a long time. We have gone deep. We've scouted a lot of the young talent, so it took me a little bit longer, and the streams have been, going quite intensely as well, and it's been really, really warm. But let's see what business we've done, and I've done a lot, and you guys are probably going to be happy with the majority of positions we've signed, but okay, let's get into it. Right, guys, so first off is a good young goalkeeper, an 18-year-old Dutch goalkeeper, 900k. I think he was from Vitesse, our arch rivals now. Our arch rivals in the game. He was from Vitesse. I think he's going to be very good. I like the look of him. If he doesn't turn out to be good, we paid 900k and his value is already 1.4 million. So, yeah, I just felt like we needed to pick up another goalkeeper as backup potentially, because the rest of the goalkeepers aren't promising really, and I'd rather move them on and then have the backup be someone who could probably grow in the future. He may not grow to be as good as I would like him to be, but he's got a good base. He's got a good base, especially at this level. The next player for me was a steal from Utrecht for 750k. Well, it will rise if he plays 50 games, I believe. But he's got 20 determination. He's 18 years of age. His physicals for me are just like, wow. I'm really excited about his physicals. And his mentals aren't amazing, but he's 18. We're going to train him. We're going to get his mentals. I mean, his technicals aren't amazing. We're going to train him, get his concentration better, his marking better, his tackling better, and his crossing and his dribbling better. But his physicals just stand the test, don't they? They're just very good. With 20 determination and a determined personality, he should grow a lot. Those go hand in hand together. He should grow a lot. So I'm excited to see what he does. It's another right back. So we've got him and Keinkert, who are, potential players. We did loan back Ethan Led as well. I might as well get that one out of the way. We loaned back Busquets and Ethan Led. Both of them. Ethan Led was really important. I was worried that we weren't going to get him back, but we did. And then Busquets they were willing to let me have him back. And I think it just made sense. Why not have him? Even if he doesn't play as much this season, why not have him on the books? He's an extremely good player, and I am a big fan of Regista. So, yeah, we've reloaned both of them. You already knew about this one, so we'll brush over it very quickly. Danilo Pantic from Chelsea on a free. I think he's just a great free transfer. If he doesn't make it at the club and it doesn't pan out, he is going to be rotation, don't get me wrong, but if he doesn't pan out, his value is 4.7 million, so I think we'll make a profit, and, that's what we're all about here at FC Twente. Also, another free transfer. I believe I've already told you about these guys, but I'll plug it again. But it's Anders, the centre-back. He looks decent, doesn't he? He looks like a very good centre-back. I don't think he's miles away from being our starting centre-back. I mean, they have him rated 4th here, but let's be realistic. There's only Elias Matua, who we signed very recently. He's coming in for his first season that is better than him. So I think he's probably already going to be first choice next to Elias. Speaking of Elias, by far for me, probably one of the best signings we've made. An 18-year-old Argentine. He's cost us 3 million, but he's more than worth it. I mean, just look at him. I don't need to speak. Just look at him. I need to speak because that's part of the YouTube stuff, isn't it? But so I'm going to continue to speak. But he just looks unbelievable, doesn't he? He's a great ball-playing defender, which I really like about him. Yes, his tackling could improve, but he still looks extremely good. And he's 18. I keep forgetting when I look at his profile and I look at his attributes that he's only 18 and he's going to improve greatly from where he is. He's the centre-back, the Argentine centre-back of the future. And I think he's probably going to be our starting centre-back for as long as he's at this club. We already knew about this one. Paulo Fernandes. Obviously, we brought him back on a free after the loan. I think we've done some great free deals. Him and Batista Meyer as well, who we got in on a free. I just think we've done fantastic free business. I think even if these guys, I mean, they will cut the mustard. They will. They're both fantastic. So, yeah, I just think we've done all round. This is the best off-season we've had. Now, I think probably our aim this season will be 4th again. But in terms of an off-season, this is a good one. This has been very good. And it's been very enjoyable as well to do, because I'm seeing the players coming in and I'm thinking, oh, God, we're getting there now. FC Twente, I think, slowly is going to rise. Another free transfer. Now, I don't know if I told you about this one or not, but it's just Lorenzo. He's a 19-year-old. It was a free transfer. I liked some of his attributes. I like that he's fairly determined and he's got good determination. For me, that always tends to say, oh, they're going to grow very well. And I like his technique and his passing. So I don't think he's a Mazzala because his long shots aren't good enough. I do think he's more of a playmaker. But we are blessed with playmakers. I know we are, but I just felt like, why not give him a go? We're probably going to loan him out this season, but He's got good physicals as well. There's no reason why he can't grow, or even just be one of those players that grows a bit and we sell. Right, another player I have told you about, and it's Big Bad Frank. I'm excited to see how he does. He's going to be great, isn't he? He's just going to be great. He's an ambitious player as well, so I'm hoping he strives for success. I mean, that does probably mean that he won't be with us forever, but that 16 determination, again, always gets me giddy. I just like the look of him. I think he's going to be very good. I think he's going to be very good. I think in the future, he's going to be a superb player, and hopefully he'll grow quite a lot this first season. We can see that and then start to go, okay. And also, I probably will promote him to the first team because we rotate our centre mids quite often, and there's definitely an opportunity for him to get a few games this season because Samake last season managed to get himself a few games. He didn't get tons of games, but it's definitely benefited getting a few matches in. So I think it could be the same scenario with him. Right, so we signed another goalkeeper, again, young goalkeeper. I have no idea how he's going to turn out. He's really got some decent technicals, but then he's got some terrible technicals as well. But it was a free transfer, so sometimes it's good to take a punt. The theme of us taking a punt is going to be, well, it's going to be prevalent throughout all my series, so get used to it, guys. But yeah, I think why not? Worthwhile. See if he turns out. If not, we'll sell him on for a little bit or just release him. He's not really taking up much of the wage budget. Right, the next move was someone who could play where Seferoza plays and also where Ignacio plays. It's another Argentine. I'm really enjoying the Argentines in this save. I don't know if you've noticed that. And he is superb, if you ask me. He's fantastic. Now, it will say 500k, but there's stuff in here that will drive the price up. But 500k is the money that we put down, and I really like the look of him. He can't pass the ball, which is a little bit of a shame, but I mean, he's off the ball's fantastic. He's not quick, but he's not slow. He's got enough acceleration, I believe, to dribble past someone with that 14 dribbling. Okay, first touch. His determination is fantastic. He's 19-year-old, and just, I'm really excited to see how he turns out. Another great signing and another Argentine, but I think Ignacio needs some support up there, doesn't he? And this guy can help. Right, so the next player in is another striker. You know I like strikers, and we signed another one. Again, it's just a young punt. He costs £500. £500, that's it. And technically, as a striker, he looks fairly good, and he's got the physicals for it. It just depends if the rest grows. And at 18, I don't see any reason why he can't improve at least a good amount, especially at a club like this. We've got good youth facilities. So yeah, we'll just kind of see how he pans out. For me, as an advanced forward, which I'm a fan of this year, he's kind of got the majority of stuff I want apart from stamina. So I don't see any reason why at 18 he can't grow quite a bit, but we'll see. He's got good determination and he's fairly determined, so I don't know. We'll see how he pans out. You might hear about him again. You might never hear about him again. We'll just find out together. Right, guys. Now, with this transfer, we have an issue, and the issue here is, I imagine you can see the issue. I'm never, ever, ever going to be able to say this man's name. I apologise, but I am never going to be able to say this man's name. And it saddens me because look at him. Look at him. I think we paid 500k or 400k. 400k. 400k for Sup, which is what we're going to call him for now. If you guys know his name, pronunciation in the bottom, but I don't have a clue. I've never heard of him before. He's 18. Honestly, I got so giddy when I found him. I was like, this cannot be true. He's 18, and just look at him. Just look at it. I don't even need to talk again. 15 technique, 15 dribbling, 13 finishing, 14 composure. His concentration's good. He's got 18 determination. He's a very driven mindset. He's got 14 flair, 15 off the... He's just unbelievable, guys. I can't wait to use him. I feel sorry for Ignacio because we've brought in two absolutely class strikers. I'm thinking two up top again. I know I keep toying with it. Two up top's never worked for me this year, but I'm thinking two up top again. And we've got some unreal talent going forward, and they're all so young. They are all so young. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. But since I already showed you Oliver Batista Maya, that is it for the transfers in. We spent 6.5 million. We made 3.3 million selling Aitor, which was a shame. I just think his time had come. With Batista Maya and Fernandez playing on the right quite a lot, I just felt like why hamper their progression with someone who was... He was okay last season, wasn't he? But he wasn't the world's best player. And yeah, I just felt like maybe this was the time to move him on. I may be sad and I may regret it, but he's gone to Ghent as well, so he's not going to cause us any problems in this league. And I just think it made sense. I'm sad, though. I'm sad. I didn't want to see him go. And we sold Pete Bijin. Yep, that was correct. Don't doubt me. We got a decent deal for him, didn't we? Was it 2 million? 1.1 million. I think that's a decent deal for him. He was 2.5 stars. He's not really played much. To be fair, he's quite a solid out-and-out centre-back. He's not terrible, but with Mature coming in and Anders coming in, I just didn't see any opportunity for him to get consistent game time. And if we can get a bit of money for him, then why not? I didn't favour him, really, to be honest with you. As far as centre-backs go, we've always struggled, haven't we? We've never had... This will be the first season that we've probably had a centre-back partnership that I'm fairly happy to have alongside each other, but why not? It made sense. 1.1 million and Aitor for 2.2 million. We've managed to keep so far. Don't forget, we're still only at the end of July as the season's starting here. But we've managed to keep all the key players so far. So I'm feeling blessed, but that could completely change, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. So I thought I might as well just bring your attention as well, guys, while we're there, to 2 more players that may be coming in. Now, I know, you say it if you want, or don't say it, but when you look at the players, you might change your mind. I get it, they're both strikers. We only play one up top. Maybe you shouldn't be signing all these strikers, but I know Mateus. I've used him before. He's a wonder kid in this game. I don't know why his media description isn't that, but he's a wonder kid in this game. Nobody's picked him up, and we're getting him on a free. Getting him on a free transfer, the 18-year-old, so I'm extremely excited about that. He probably will be loaned out, and then this one is the exciting one. Now, this one could end up costing us a bit of money in the long run, but look at him. Look at the attributes for this 17-year-old Russian superstar in the making. I think he looks fantastic, and I was willing to take the punt. And they really think that he could be a very good, promising striker. I don't know what realist personality means, whether it's a good one or a bad one. I'm not sure. I'm going to take it as it's fairly good, because he must understand his realistical outset of what football's going to be like at FC Twente. I don't know. That was ridiculous. But yeah, I just think, why not? I never had a great Russian striker before, and I think now's our time. We're going to work on his composure, but at 17, the sky is the limit for this guy. I'm excited to see how he turns out. Now, he's got to be good. He's got to score 50 goals to get the bulk of the money. See it for CSKA to get the bulk of the money. He's got to score 50 goals. So if he doesn't score 50 goals and he doesn't play 50 games, then he only cost us 400k, and I can guarantee we'll be getting more than that back for him. Guys, so today's game is going to be against FC Emmen. This was how the friendlies went. I don't play them. I don't read into them too much. I mean, the 3-0 defeat to Levante is a bit of a shame, but I don't read into them too much. We're going to toy around with formations this season, but we're going to pretty much go as it was. I've tweaked it a tiny bit, but as it was for the first game of the season. So let's go pick the team. Right, guys, so this is going to be the starting lineup for today's game. And to be honest with you, it was pretty easy to pick. We've gone with Laird. Mature's coming in for his first game. Linda, of course, in nets, a ball on the left. And Hilger's in the centre-back cover position. Now, I don't know if we're going to play... I think we're going to play wing-back support still on the left. I feel like with the 2 defenders we've got, we can afford to do that. Now we're going to play Singh deep line playmaker and Espinosa as Mazzala. These could be moved in and out because we've got Busquets on the bench as well, who could easily play where Singh is, or Rayleigh. Well, no, more where Singh is. So they're interchangeable, Rayleigh. We've got some good players on the bench. We're going with Nassi on the left, not Serrano, and Fernandez on the right. So we've got Batista Maya and Serrano as rotation in those 2 positions, which I think is really strong. And then Seferosa, of course, first name on the team sheet. And Ignacio starts up top today. He's not being moved out of his position after what a good season he had last year. Not yet, anyway. So FC Emmen, first game of the season. Can we get our usual 1-0 victory on the first live com of the season, which usually is the way things go? That was a poor ball from them to start with. And you will notice we've moved. I am up here now. I'm up here. I realised after, 2 seasons and several live comms that I was blocking half the pitch. I was blocking half the pitch, and I've only just realised it. Professional YouTuber over here. So yeah, we've moved that camera now. Hopefully you can see the game a bit better. But hopefully we're going to have a good result here. I'm intrigued to see how the team links together. We've got a very good side. And I am contemplating maybe playing the wingers a bit higher because I'm quite comfortable with the defensive core this season, whereas other seasons I haven't. So starting them lower, we go close there. Starting them lower has worked out better for us, but let's not get too giddy. We've got to disperse of FC Emmen today and hopefully have a good start to the season. My aim for this season again is 4th place, and hopefully that will be Europe this time. But I'm quite happy we get in 4th place if we can manage that. Mature Espinosa hits the crossbar. Oh, SB. But yeah, I'd be very, very happy with getting 4th place, I'm not going to lie. Again, I think the team is growing stronger and stronger season in, season out, but I don't think we're ready to compete with the top 3 teams of this league yet. I do think we're probably at the point of competing with teams like Ignacio, Seferosa. Oh, he hasn't got his shooting boots on, has he? I definitely think we can compete with teams, though, like AZ now. I like to think we're very strong. Again, I'm going to say it, the best of the rest. But we're looking good so far at the start of this game. This is a very dominant performance so far. But yet to have a goal, and we know what that means. Probably their first shot on target will hit the back of the net. But I'm praying that that's not going to be the scenario. They're slowly moving the ball around now, and they do have Georgie. They signed him on a free. Ola John. This is bad news for us. Well in. Good defensive. Oh, wow. Sapreet Singh there did terribly. Needs to find his feet quickly as well. So no goals yet, but we are accustomed to this in the first game of the season. It usually is a 1-0 win. Laird, again, he's so good. Oh, Fernandez hits the post. The inside of the post as well. I'm devastated. I thought that would have been a beautiful goal for him, and he'd have got off on form at the start of the season. That'd have been nice to see. But yeah, I'm going to be honest, I've been scouring everywhere. Oh, this is a corner. This is bad news. Well in, though. That was good. I'll take that. I've been scouring everywhere to find Laird's replacement or someone as good as Laird, because although we've managed to get 3 seasons of loaning him, and I didn't expect to get the 3rd season, I'm very positive we won't get a 4th season. Surely not. So we need a replacement or someone. He's got to be as good as him, because Laird's a focal point. Fernandez again, it's miles over. He's a focal point of the team, so I'm nervous. Singh now. We're absolutely rampant here, but without a goal. But there it is. Ignacio sees the start of the season the right way for FC Twente here, and Ignacio Balone gets the first goal of the season, and Singh with the free kick. It's a beautiful finish. He knows he's got to fight for his place this season. That's what I like. The players we've signed in don't need to be starters this season. They can move their way into a starting position as seasons go on. But Ignacio, he's the main man and he needs to stay at this season. But Seferosa's not had a great first half, and that is a shame. I am toying with the position that I'm playing him. I might change it for the second half and see how he gets on. Looked dominant in that first half. We didn't really make it pay. Now, I'm going to play him as support, so maybe he gets on the ball a little bit more. Maybe that might be the ideal way to do it, but let's go with that. We'll go with that for the second half and see if he has a bit of a better performance. He was so good going forward. I mean, he had one great chance, didn't he, already in this match, and he couldn't put it away. Another free kick. Sobol will whip it in. Ignacio there was clear again. He should have scored that. He should have scored that. And he's been known to only get one, hasn't he? There's been a reoccurring theme for Ignacio that if he scores in a game, it's just the one. It's not often more than one. I don't think he's had a single hat-trick the entire time he's been here, but he's got the goal for us today. The all-important goal so far, it looks. And we have been dominant. I do feel like we need a second, though. Oh, what a goal. Hilgers scores. Fantastic. Long throw-in. If you've got long throwers, this works very well. If you don't do long throws, you'll be caught on the counter-attack without a doubt. But there we go. That's a beautiful ball in a nice, just nods it on, flicks it into the top corner. They didn't stand a chance. We've got another free kick here. We're being dangerous from set pieces. Paulo Fernandez has scored. Oh, it's 2 in quick succession there, and now the game is looking comfortable. This is not how we play on the first game of the season, is it? We're 3-0 up now against FCM, and the team's playing very well. I'm not going to lie. Getting to watch them play like this just makes me happy, because when you built the team over several seasons, you guys will know it yourselves. When you build a team over several seasons and stuff starts to click in the way your team plays, it's very exciting to watch. And we're moving the ball around very nicely in this game. I feel very confident in most positions on the pitch now, especially since Mature came in at centre-back. Nassi, he's not been too lively this game, but he gives Ignacio a great opportunity to get his second, but he doesn't. Right, so we're about to see 2 of the new lads enter the pitch. We've got Sup and Vasquez coming on. We need a nickname for Sup. We really do. But let's see how they get on. Poor long throw that they can counter from, but I did feel like we had enough men back, but as soon as Singh got beaten there. I was a bit worried, but in the end, it's amounted to nothing. And that's exactly what happens if the long throw doesn't come off. So you do have to be very careful with it. But let's see how they get on. Let's bring Busquets on as well for a run out, but it looks like that could be it for the game, and I'm more than happy for that to be up for the game. We've been absolutely dominant, really limited them not to much whatsoever. Will there be some late, I was going to say drama, but let's face it, there's no drama going on in this game. It's a comfortable victory for FC Twente, it appears. And yes, that will be it. 3-0 victory, boys. You got a decent live con for once. We got a 3-0 victory, opening game of the season. I'm very happy with that. It doesn't put us top of the table, though, because Feyenoord managed to win 4-0 against William II. But that was a dominant performance, and that's the way I want to see us play this season, with that confidence, and especially at home, we have the kind of players, and especially the flair players, to really do damage. We're not going to judge any of the new players that came on, but Seferoz has had better performances. Bit of a shame from him today, but I'm all round, as you can imagine, I'm extremely happy with that opening performance from the lads. Right, guys, well, what a start to the season that was for us. A 3-0 victory. I'm always a little bit nervous coming the first game of the season. You know, when you've built the squad. But, I mean, it was very much the same players, wasn't it? There weren't too many new players. But when you've had added changes, and we ended last season poorly, and it was a shame. But I'm confident. I feel like the team's going to do well this season. I'm not saying anything above top 4, but I'm expectant that we can get Europe. And hopefully it's not playoffs again, because I hate those European playoffs. I absolutely do. But anyway, guys, that's been up for this episode. I want to just thank everyone again. I'm going to do it probably on the regular on videos at the minute, because the support has been fantastic. Now, I may be going back to work soon. I have no idea when that's going to happen. But if I do, there's one thing that won't be stopping, and that's these series, because I'm having a very good time, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it as well. But I will see you in the next one, where hopefully we've had a good run of form. I'm not going to say when I'm going to come back. I'm just going to play some games and then come back when I feel like enough has gone on for me to talk a lot of rubbish to you guys. But thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.